Hey, welcome back to the CannaTech podcast. This is my final and last interview at the RSPA Retail Now Conference 2022 in Orlando, Florida. And we're back with Dan Foote from Anchorage, Alaska. We're both dressed in red. How you doing, Dan?
Doing good, Harry. Doing good.
All right. So you're a frequent, what do I want to call you? Participant and analyst in our series. Here we are together down in Florida at this particular event, and you're about to be on a panel about the future of the channel in cannabis. What's going on?
Well, what I see is that, well, one, I think everything is still up in the air because we just don't have any really good, solid legal backing from legislative sources. But for what we're doing, for the roll your own community, which is what's happening in every state around, they're able to manage what they need to do. I think some states do it considerably different from others. Some are really high on the regulatory. I think California is one of those. Alaska fits in there someplace, and Oklahoma is, the Wild West of the cannabis world, and they're just medical. We have 19 states where it's legal recreationally.
Correct.
And 38 now,
I believe it is,
of medical.
Yep.
So where I see this heading is maybe in 5 years we'll be closer to 40, 30 maybe. But don't quote me on that because who knows?
Yeah, an observation. Try this on for size. So at South by Southwest, and listeners will recall my interview with Socrates Rosenfeld. Great first name, just love that name. He's the CEO of iHeart Jane, known as Jane, and that's a big play. That's like saying ConnectWise, right? In my past life. Really good guy. We stay in touch. And he hit it head on. He said, it's too early for a channel. Okay, the industry is not mature enough. Bounce off that.
I think we're heading towards that way. I think that as we see consolidation and markets shift and businesses come in, go, there is going to be somewhat of a channel there because the cannabis community, the growers, the retailers, the manufacturers need what we offer. They need the stability of technology, the ideas, the influences that we can bring to the table that you're not going to get from Uncle Joe's nephew who came in off the street to provide you with IT service because he can spell computer. Yeah. And I know I'm really simplifying that, but in our world, in the real world, that's actually what we see. We see companies that don't rely on an expertise, they rely on somebody that they think has some knowledge. And what we rely on is the expertise of working with a community that has, take yesterday's, the two conferences we had here yesterday afternoon. The SMEs in the crowd, the subject matter experts that were in the seats watching, were as valuable as what was coming off of the stage.
I know, isn't that cool?
It is. It really is cool, and it lends to the value of that expertise because you can't have everybody up on stage, but we can have that kind of conference where we have that interactivity.
Yeah, what I really liked about the cannabis track here that the RSPA put on is basically panels. Right, and South by Southwest was a lot of conferences I've gone to. In fact, the conference you participated in down in Fort Lauderdale a month ago at IT Expo, those were panels. And to me, that's in an early stage growth market. The panels are more valuable than, the retired NFL player who's a motivational speaker.
Yeah, I think so, and the credit to RSPA for one being a leader in what we are involved in, what we're attempting to achieve, because I don't need to be a user or anything like that to be involved in the industry. I just have to have an interest in what we're doing and the desire to make our clients better clients and to promote the community as a whole.
Yeah, and I know on the other side of the aisle, final question, the other side of the aisle, your day job is a traditional MSP. You're about having a product stacked, a well-defined stack, and you go into the customer and insert that. And I think we're headed there. That's what I liked about walking the hall here is you could start to say, okay, you need the foundation of the house, then you need the floor, then you need the walls, and you need the ceiling and the windows.
The building blocks always start with the foundation, and that's what we do. Is that's why we're here. We're promoting that the base infrastructure. Every service on that floor, practically, probably 95% of the services in the exhibit hall, all rely on internet connectivity.
Yeah.
And if you don't have a stable infrastructure and a stable network and secure, you're setting yourself up for failures of more than one type. And some of those failures can be incredibly costly. Especially in a cash-rich industry like cannabis.
Yeah. Well, we'll make that the final word. I know you need to go and get up on stage for your panel. Thank you, sir. Safe travels.
Pleasure. Thank you.